Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Matt with Green Bar Trading. In this video, I'm going to show you step-by-step instructions on how I take advantage of those beautiful setups and what is behind the trades. So before I get into it, hit the thumbs up for the video. This is going to be a video that you do not want to skip over, because there's going to be some great information in here. And, it all comes down to technical analysis, right? So if you're looking at this chart, this screen that I'm looking at right now, depending on your level of trading, you probably see a bunch of candlesticks, right? That's exactly what this looks like. Now, why was I leaning into my trades today on the long side? And very clearly, this is what, first of all, this is the Russell 2K, the Russell 2000 index. This is all the small caps. They've been getting crushed, but the last 2 days, very clear here. And this is something, I guess once you've been trading for a long time, you start to learn this type of technicals. We like to trade with the overall trend. Now, this is just the Russell. I'm going to show you something also that has my blood pumping, that bullish red, well, I should say green blood, just pumping. When we start to see markets turning a little bit. I'm going to show you the SPY in just a second, but this is a trend line. So, it doesn't always have to touch the exact top. I could have moved this down and touched this little top here, but you guys can see this is an obvious trend. And what are we doing? We're making lower highs, we're making lower lows. So during this move, you don't want to be going long. And if you are going long, you're trading against the trend. It could work out on, bounces off of the bottom. Yes, we can all do that dip buying, but a lot of times you're going to get chopped out until you wait for the real trend to start. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. Once we broke out and started a new trend, do you think that we just broke out of this and retested this trend line, just by happenstance? No. This is an algorithm world that we live in. These are supercomputers trading with each other, doing the same thing. We just have to do it using technicals, our brains, what we see, looking at charts for a long time. They have these numbers plugged into whatever algorithms they run. And, we saw a very nice move. So this was the Russell yesterday. Just a beautiful bullish move. Now, it's not just the Russell, it's the overall market. So the SPY, if we're going to look at this one, we'll take a look on the 1 hour. We were in a downtrend. We were in a falling wedge type of pattern. We broke out of that. When we broke out on heavy volume right here on Friday, this was a nice breakout play from a technical break. But we were coming up against the 200. This is something that we went, and spoke about a lot in our Discord community. We needed to break the 200. It was very well known here that it was resistance. We broke out and huge buying. Massive buying. Very, very bullish. So now, coming into today, I am looking for those upside plays. And where do I find them? So now I'm over on the Russell. I'm looking at this chart. This is today. And I'll show you guys here. $500 we made on these A+ setups. Now, the way that I use my futures, I like to have VWAP in here. VWAP is either going to be rejecting or supporting, a market that is either bearish or bullish at the moment. So this is something, I mean, you can see here, we're starting to make this climb out. Very clear trend, very clear trend, either, you know, on the resistance going up and support this way. So the way that I traded this. Now, if we're looking at this coming from yesterday, the Asian markets in China were closed. So I had a very strong feeling that when they opened up, we were going to see massive buying over in Asia to make up for the day that they missed. They made up for it. We went all the way to 2030. Huge move. Now, what happens at this point here is the market has to give the market participants a better price to nibble on. So it sells off a little bit. And then what I'm coming into today seeing, when I sit down and we're back down here, it's making it very, very interesting to take trades, because I see very clear support right here around the 2015 area. These wicks just blew right back up over once 2015 broke. Okay, so now at this point, and if we look here, you can see 3 trades starting in the 5s and ending at 7:30. 3 trades, very, very good on the mind. So right here for my biggest trade of the day was right here at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m. These are times, for whatever reason, a lot of market participants, either orders are sitting there ready to go. They'll either buy it if it's at a good level, so the market makers bring it back down. It gets more attractive down here. And this right here is where I entered. I entered at support. So when I say step-by-step instructions here on A+ setups, we're in a bullish market. We came back down to very attractive prices, and we're at support. This is where I start to lean into it. With size, I want to see the big move. And I sold at 2023. Right at the top of that candle, we can see here, 2023 is where I sold that really beautiful trade. That was an excellent trade, and that led to a lot of this 500. But that was not where we were going to end. I started to see another beautiful setup. Now, for those of you looking at this, it looks like a lot of chop. For me, it looks like this. And I'm going to make this bigger for you guys, obviously, so you can see. This is what this looks like. I sold here, waited for it, came right back to support. When it came back to support and blew up like this, guys, this is the attractive price levels. Okay? Once it starts to go, now you have people jumping on and wanting to ride this wave. The key is to try to get in before that happens. You will have less of a risk, because you could always cut the trade if it breaks down support instead of getting in at the top, right? You get in at the top. Right here, people are chasing. I'm selling to those people that are chasing right here. And then I'm waiting for my next trade. My next trade is an A+ setup. Once again, a very nice setup here. And the way that I do this, I wait for the break of this trend line, and then I get in long, and I took my profit off right around up here. And then we came back down, tested VWAP again, and now you can see, the market's very strong. But these are A plus setups. When I see this and I see the trend start to break, this is when I start to really lean in, because you can take 1,000,000 scalps a day and do okay. But when you see really good setups like this, these are the ones that you're going to want to hold on to for a little bit longer. You're going to want to let your trade play out. And that's exactly what I did right here. I mean, this one was a very good one. I let this go until I thought that it was a little bit overdone. It was a little hot on the RSI. And then I sold it, to people that wanted it here. That's no problem. I don't think that, we won't get past this point at some point today, but I'm also not going to buy it up here and sit through this huge pullback. So that's why you see a lot of trading goes back and forth, the ebbs and the flows of the market. So that's what we did here. $500, and just traded very good setups today, and that's what led to this success. Just trading good setups, not over trading, no need to overtrade. Just seeing those technicals, seeing the market you're in, and going with that overall thesis that you have all built in. You have the research. All you need is that conviction and the no hesitation to take the trades, let them work out, and then move on with the rest of your day. It's 8 a.m. for me here on the East Coast. I have the kids home from school, so now I get to enjoy the entire day with them. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the thumbs up, and I will see you back on the next one. Take care, guys.